Welcome to Neural Networks Pro. So in this tutorial, we are working on our second lecture, that is building tools and agents in LangChain. So this will be the practical implementation in which we will talking about different types of tools one by one. So let's get started. So in this playlist we are talking about the tools and agents. So what are tools? So tools are the external functionalities that help large language models to perform their tasks beyond their training data, basically. So they extend the capabilities of these large language model to interact with the real world. And agents coordinates between the large language models and the tools. So in this tutorial we will look into 3 to 4 tools one by one. So for this lecture I'm using the Google Gemini 2.0 flash large language model. So initially I have imported all the necessary libraries. So here I have defined my key, Google API key. This is where I have defined the large language model, my Gemini 2.0 flash. So the first tool is here the DuckDuckGo search tool. The like we have seen in your first lecture. So we talk about the SERP API. It is similar to the that only. So it is a web search tool. So I have from this I have installed the package DuckDuckGo package. Then I have imported some of the libraries, the basically DuckDuckGo search library. So from that this is how we have defined the our search tool. So the name, the function, and the description. Uses this tool to perform web searches using the DuckDuckGo. This is the description, and here I'm the function I'm using is the DuckDuckGo search run. Here, from here I have initialized our tool. So basically that is the search tool. This is the object and the large language model which already we have defined in the in starting. And the for this is the agent and the verbose, so that we can see how it is reasoning and thinking process. So you can see here I am running the query who won the champions trophy 2025. So here you can see the response, India won the champions trophy 2025. So this is basically used to search on the web. Initially, suppose if the response is not in the training data of the large language model, the large language model refers to the our this DuckDuckGo search tool, and we can fetch the data from the internet. The second tool we are talking about is the Wikipedia tool. So we all know about the Wikipedia. So here I am installing the Wikipedia library, and I am importing some of the packages which are required, like Wikipedia API wrapper. This is where I am defining my Wikipedia tool. So here the name is Wikipedia search and the function is Wikipedia API wrapper, and the description is use this tool to search Wikipedia for information on any topic. Here I am defining my agent, so wiki tool, that is the that tool name, and the large language model. And my query is tell me about the history of Kanpur. And you can see it is like I need to gather information about the history of Kanpur. I can use Wikipedia to find this information. Okay, so action is Wikipedia search. So input is history of Kanpur, and it gives the answer. So and finally like Kanpur was founded, so you can see the answer. The third is the SQL database toolkit. So currently for working on the SQL database, I have initially we have imported two things: SQL database for making the database dummy database, and this is the SQL toolkit database tool which we'll be using for building the this SQL database tool. So for this is the code where I'm making the one example dot db. So here you can see this is the database I have like created. So in this database I have created one table with the inventory, so having the product name and the stock quantity. So why we are creating this database? So that we can do some queries and fetch the results also. That is why I have created that database. So we have five products, product A, B, C, D, E, and product A is having the quantity 150. So this is the table. So here I am using that database. So and from there I am creating the toolkit, and from toolkit I get all the tools which are required to fetch the information. Then we are initializing the agent here from here. So tools is equal to tools, so I am using that tool only we have created, and this is a large language model. So now you can see we are now querying into the database how many units of product A are in the stock. So you can see the output here is 150. So here in product A we are having the 150. Suppose if you want to query about the B, let me rerun that. Now it is referring to the table, inventory table, and we can see we are having how many quantity in B is 200, and we are getting the output as 200. So in this way we can query into our databases basically. Then the fourth tool here I'm using is the archive. So basically archive is a tool which is used in the field of research papers. So we can get some good research papers from this tool, and we can do some queries on that research paper also. So here I have installed the pip install archive. So I am importing some of the libraries, right? And here I am building the archive tool. Name is the archive search, and the function is archive query run, and description is this tool used to search academic research papers on the archive, provide topics, authors, and keywords. This is how I have defined it, and from that here I am creating the agent, initializing agent. Tools is equals to tool, or this. So this is the tool and large language model, and I'm doing some of the query like search for research papers for the generative AI. Then it is giving all the research papers, like you can see these are the research papers it is giving. So in this way we can search for the research papers also. Then we have one more. So this one is the read file tool. Basically it is used to read read some of the files. So here I have already have the example.txt file. So we can give any file, and we can run queries on that, what is the content, and we can ask some queries on that. So this is the read file tool. So read file, here I am making a initializing the read file tool. So name is the read file, function is here read file tool dot run. Description is use this tool to read the content of a file in the current working directory and provide the file name as input. So here I am initializing that the agent. So here the tool is this one same, and large language model we already defined in the starting, and this is my the file name, and I am passing here as a placeholder. So you can see read the content of the file name, that the example.txt. So here the content is, this is a demo file. So and you can see we are getting this one. So in this way, so there are a lot more you can say tools are there in the LangChain. So it's depend upon the use case we can use it. Thank you.